piece of junk. I better go get that. That's Papa's. Alright folks, here's what we're doing today. Today is I think it's the 1st of September, or was that yesterday? Today is September 2nd. Cloudy, 80 degrees. Still kind of toasty here in Mississippi. It's very humid. So here's what we're doing today. Here's what I did last weekend. Last weekend, I round-upped my food plot. I got most of it. I missed a couple spots. It looks like just a couple, not much. Pretty good. So what I'm dealing with right here, the plot I'm making is roughly a 1/4 acre. So I got a 1/4 acre to the tall grass over there. I'm going to leave that. I could make this plot bigger, but right now I'm just going to do a 1/4 acre because I want the deer to come here, not be off at the very end. From the shoot house, there's the deer stand. All the way to the tall grass over there is 70 yards. And from that tall grass to those trees, might be close to 90. So Brianna and I will not be making over a 100-yard shot, I figure. So this is a 1/4 acre. Last weekend I went to the co-op and bought some Roundup and sprayed it as best as I could with what I had, and this is what happened. I'm going to go ahead and show you this. What I did over here, we've got a watering hole. I put a watering hole over here. And right over here, I've got my trail camera. And the deer right here, right there, as you can tell, I've been hitting it pretty good. I've got 2 does and 2 fawns that have been tearing it up. No bucks yet. So I'm going to pause this video and start it over because my GoPro editing software has been acting kind of goofy. So today, Brianna and I took a soil sample to the co-op. Took that to them for them to give me a brief analysis. They said they couldn't do much other than the pH. So for this 1/4 acre, what they told me I would need for it to be perfect, ideal conditions, was 500 pounds of lime. Stephanie put me on a budget, so I'm not getting 500 pounds of lime right now. Today I picked up 80 pounds. It's not expensive. I paid close to $5 a bag for some lime, a 40-pound bag. So I mean, it's not bad. I picked up 2 bags, so I'm going to do 80 pounds today. I may come back next weekend. My plan is to plant my seed next weekend. I got a $25 bag, and it's 50 pounds. And 50 pounds does half acre. So I should only end up using half the bag. So next weekend I'm going to plan on doing, depending on the rain and all that, going to plan on planting the actual seed. And when I do that, I might go ahead and do another 2 bags of lime at the same time. That'll get me about 160 pounds of lime. And then next year we'll go from there. If I got to add more, I'll just do it next year. I think This year we're just going to try to get by. So I'm going to hop to it. Probably going to spread this 80 pounds of lime, till it in about 6 inches into the ground. That's what we're going to do today. Alright, so it's day 2. I did this last night about once. I was spreading that lime. As you can see, I tried to use that hand spreader. It didn't work too well with the lime. It was, I guess the lime was too chunky, too big. So I ended up spreading it by hand. So this morning I came back and I went over this again. I've gone over this a total of 2 times, a couple spots 3 times, just to get all that grass mixed in to the dirt. So I'm going to let this sit over the week, and probably next weekend I will probably come back and disc this one more time just to stir it up. Then I'll spread my seed out, and then I am going to, I've got a chain link fence with some blocks. I'll end up pulling it across. It'll bury that seed probably about an inch or so and smooth out this ground. And then we'll go from there. Today is September 6th. 55 degrees outside right now. Actually, no, it's not. It's 55 degrees when I started. Right now it's 63 degrees. So I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts. So when I got started this morning, it was actually a bit nipply. But anyhow, so I got up bright and early this morning because I wanted to go ahead and get this wild game mix planted. So I came out here, I did one more tilling, disked it, then I used the old handy dandy hand spreader. It actually worked for this stuff, for this seed. So I spread it out. Like I said, this is about a 1/4 acre. The bag says to use use 50-pound bag for half acre. So I actually use about 3/4 of the bag. And in a couple weeks, I might actually come out here and just spread the rest of this over whatever's already growing, just because I don't know how well this stuff stores. So there's no point in not using it. It's not that expensive. So I did that. And then I've got this contraption right here that was built for smoothing out the ground where the house is sitting. So I hooked it up to the tractor and pulled it around. I got it probably about twice on everything. First go around I went kind of slow. Second go around I put this tractor here in 4th gear. First time I've had it in 4th gear, and it went pretty fast. So not bad. Probably took a couple hours this morning to do this. This is wild game mix. Bought it from the co-op here in town. Wild game mix by the Wax Company from Armory, Mississippi. So we'll see how that works. I went into the co-op and I told them what I wanted. Told them I'm planning on starting hunting around November. That's when Brianna should be able to start hunting. He said, well, here, use this. By November you should have something up. So this is a mixture of different things. See if I can't get this on the camera. So it's got a whole bunch of stuff in there, so should be enough stuff in there to make those deer happy. So I'm going to probably come back in a couple weeks. I might come back in a week, check it, come back in another week, check it, and I'll post a video update every time I come out here, just so we can see how fast it's growing. So I'll have a whole video from pretty much start to finish. Thanks for watching. Alright folks, this is the deal. Today is September 30th. September 30th. 68 degrees outside. It's 9:50 in the morning, obviously. If you didn't know that, you're a moron. So, September 30th, I planted that video footage you just saw. I just took it. I planted that wild game mix from the co-op. Planted that on September 6th. So that was 3 weeks and 3 days ago. So I would say that's some pretty good stuff. It come up pretty quick. About a week after I put it down, I put some triple 13 down. So I've had one rain. I actually haven't had any rain since I put the triple 13 down. Put the triple 13 down probably a couple days after it rained. And we were supposed to get some rain, but we never did. So for what it is, I think it looks pretty good. Today is September 30th here in Mississippi. Bow season actually started today. So if you're bow hunting, if I was a bow hunter, I could go today. But I'm not going to get into that can of worms just yet. I am going to, it'll probably be a year or two before I do any bow hunting. First we'll be able to hunt, Brianna will be able to hunt November 4th, I think. So, but I just wanted to review that wild game mix from, I think it's out of Armory, Mississippi, by the Wax Company. I'd say it looks like it's pretty good stuff. I've had some deer in there, some does and fawns, no bucks yet, but a bunch of tracks, so they're definitely in there. Thanks for watching.